What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, literally breaking within the last 10 or 15 minutes in an exclusive for Murphy's Multiverse. That's industry insider Charlie Murphy's publication. We'll make sure to leave a link down in the description below. Evan Peters playing a mysterious role in WandaVision. And if that name doesn't immediately ring a bell or you wonder why I'm pausing for dramatic effect, Evan Peters is the guy who played Quicksilver in the now defunct X-Men Fox universe. We're going to break down everything this report says, especially about the possibilities of roles Peters could be playing, and if in fact he's recast as Quicksilver entering through the Multiverse of Madness, as the name would imply, the huge implication going forward for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, embracing all the old iterations of cinematic universes. We're going to break it all down, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff, including this insane 1/4 scale XM Studios Beta Ray bill. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now again, as I mentioned in the prologue, this is coming from industry insider Charles Murphy in an exclusive, and there will be a link down in the description not only to his publication but the source article as well. He's reporting that he, quote, has learned that Evan Peters has signed on for a key role in Marvel Studios' Disney Plus streaming series WandaVision. The 33-year-old Peters landed the role late last year and filmed his scenes shortly after. He goes on to say that, quote, the nature of Peters' role is being kept under wraps, and it's likely to generate a great deal of excitement and confusion among fans who of course know the actor portrayed Wanda's brother Petro in the Fox X-Men series. He goes on to of course point out that that's not the only role that this actor's had, and he has played several terrifying villains over the course of 8 seasons in American Horror Story, that opening up the possibility he could be the big bad, and we're going to get into that. But of course you can't skip over and ignore the fact that Marvel Studios specifically cast a Quicksilver from a now defunct cinematic universe, given 2 key elements. The first, the involvement of the multiverse, which will be a key role during WandaVision, obviously leading directly in to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and the fact that Aaron Taylor Johnson, who not only died on screen as Quicksilver, has said real recently he has no plans of returning. We shouldn't expect to see him either. If there was a rift there, if he didn't want to come back or Marvel Studios didn't want him back, they could have cast anybody to play a villain in WandaVision. Why would you cast the one guy who happened to have played the role of Wanda's brother in another series, especially considering that outside of Vision and who will be her 2 kids during the series, her brother would be the closest to her, so integral to her emotional fabric, which is going to unwind alongside the multiverse, leading directly into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is too much of a coincidence. It's too much synchronicity to just dismiss it and say, well, obviously they're casting him as someone else. But I have to be honest, there's a voice inside of me that has very obviously resonated from the beginning and has been echoed probably for the better part of 2 years here at the channel. I think there's no way that Marvel Studios wants in any way to cross over with the now defunct X-Men universe that Fox had, except for the one holdover in Logan, which we now know there's probably no way of ever seeing Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Outside of him, I don't see why they would want to do this in any way, and so I would have led off this video with that sentiment as I have in the past before. Except we've had so many reports, and especially from friend of the channel and industry insider Mikey Sutton, that eventually Marvel would like to lead into a Spider-Verse. And if Marvel is going to go ahead and embrace the other cinematic universes, as we knew was the original intention from Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige from the beginning, if they're going to go ahead and include them in any way, acknowledge them throughout the course of some regular canon, then there's a possibility that they might want to do this too, right? It's all or nothing. If you're going to include the now defunct Spider-Verses, why would you not reference the Foxverse as well? And we know, in part, at least in some way, they're going to have to do so, as the iteration of Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool will have some memory of the cinematic universe he used to be in, which was sort of adjacent and tied directly to, well, this version of Quicksilver, as we saw his cameo during Deadpool 2. It's literally the door swinging wide open, and there's other things to point to recently over at the Marvel Cinematic Universe that makes you scratch your head as well, like the hiring of none other than Sam Raimi, who who directed the first Spider-Man trilogy. Now, there were a ton of rumors that swirled around this and again, only because the multiverse is an element in play and directly in the title, the same element that'll be in play during WandaVision as one leads into the other. There were a ton of rumors that, hey, they hired Sam Raimi. That means that they're definitely going to get Tobey Maguire to come back. Obviously, they're going to cross over into the Spider-Verse, and of course, that led to rumors that they were going to cross over old X-Men characters. Hugh Jackman's name got thrown in there, but could that have been fuel on the fire? And is this their true intention to finally do this, as they feel like they sort of have to in the first place? Why ignore it? The comics had a ton of different versions. They're going to have a multiverse in the MCU. Why would you not include these other films? I think there's obvious reasons not to, but it looks as though Marvel Studios wants to have us scratching our head, like they said in the article over on Multiverse of Madness, excitement and confusion. Yeah, we're excited about the prospect of getting players we're already familiar with, who have portrayed some of our favorites in the case of Sam Raimi, maybe not some of our favorites in the case of Evan Peters, but we're also a little confused because of all the people you could hire. Why are you specifically bringing in these people who have these iconic images? Okay, of course, Sam Raimi a lot more iconic than Evan Peters' portrayal of Quicksilver, but who can deny that Fox definitely hung at least 2 movies on those sequences with his Quicksilver. They were pretty awesome as compared to the rest of the films, and there were a lot of faults with those films. Evan Peters surely was not one of them. His costume maybe, but not him himself. He's a great actor. If he is playing a villain, something like Mephisto, and Marvel is okay with him having portrayed another character so close to WandaVision for him to show up during that series, if they think fans will go ahead and ignore it in the face of a great performance, which I think we all will, then that's cool, and I can understand that. If they're truly bringing him back as Quicksilver because they somehow want to tie these all together, then I have as many questions as you guys do, and we sort of will be wading into that territory together. As I said, I've maintained and echoed here at this channel the entire time, if there was anything Marvel Studios did or didn't want to do, they didn't want in any way to tie over to what was going on with the Foxverse, and there was evidence of this. Look at what they did with Spider-Man. As soon as they got the IP and property, they did everything as differently as they could. No Uncle Ben story, not a traditional MJ. They didn't even use any of the same villains, and they sent Spider-Man to space in as soon as they could. They literally did it, again, as different as possible. The antithesis of the 2 Spider-Man stories and what you'd expect. Why would they not do that with the Foxverse? There was more evidence of this with recent leaks saying they were going to take this to Savage Land, and we may see Sauron as one of the first villains. Yeah, a pterodactyl villain, because we haven't seen that on the big screen before. I'm just hoping that there is slight homage here. They're hiring the actor for a portrayal on a brand new villain and not the same role. And if it is Quicksilver, then we're going to have a lot more to talk about here at the channel and what the MCU plans on doing. The one silver lining I will say about all of this is that if it is the Quicksilver from the Foxverse confirmed, if we truly get that, then somebody please go talk Hugh Jackman back into coming in for Wolverine in some sort of crossover. Please, seriously, please go ahead and get it done. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think is going on here? You think they hired the actor to play a villain, or do you think they hired him to play Quicksilver? You can't deny that the synchronicity isn't there. Let me know all your thoughts down below, guys, quickly. Let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros. We're giving away 2 now at the 700,000 subscriber mark. We just announced a winner for the 650 sub count PS4 Pro a couple of days ago. If you missed that video, just scroll back through the channel. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video. That'll automatically enter you to win all the rest of the prizes we're giving away here at the channel, like this insane XM Studios 1/4 scale Beta Ray build. This will be given away at the 650,000 subscriber count. And guys, if you're not familiar with collectibles, this is in no way an action figure. Standing at almost 29 inches tall, these are immaculate 1/4 representations of some of your favorite Marvel characters. XM Studios is by far one of the best in the business. If you're not familiar with this statue, I've left a link down in the description over on Gem Mint Collectibles. Gem's a friend of mine. We acquired this statue through the Gem Mint Collectibles store. He actually did a full in-depth breakdown of this statue. So if you want to see this prize in much further detail, go ahead and click on that link. Like I said, it's down in the description. Also, make sure to follow his channel while you're over there and show Gem some love. Either way, if you want to be entered to win any of the prizes here at the channel, the PlayStation 4 Pros, the Beta Ray Bill statue, or any of the other prizes we announce, hopefully as we double down all the way up to 1 million over the next couple of years, all the same rules will always apply. hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell with notifications turned on. Leave a like and a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, just like we're doing here. And if you've missed any of the past winners, especially here real recently, as I said, we just gave away a PlayStation 4 Pro at 650K. No worries, all you have to do is scroll back through the channel, look for the subscriber count and the winner in the title, click on that video, and scroll to the end. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always, guys. Thanks for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.